What does an experimental helicopter, Sherlock Holmes, and planet Mars have in common? Find out in today's video from Outer Spark. Hello YouTube, this is Outer Spark Media, where we will be sharing the most important and exciting news related to space, technology, and sustainability. If you're new here, make sure to click the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our videos, and all the links to everything we mentioned in this video will be provided in the description box below. So let's spark right into it. 2020 has been a phenomenal success for the space industry. Not only did it see the first ever commercial and privately owned spacecraft to be launched into orbit, but it also saw the first lunar sample return mission in over 4 decades. It was also the year for NASA's Mars 2020 mission, which saw the launch of ULA's Atlas V 541 rocket carrying none other than the Perseverance rover towards Mars. Perseverance was launched back in 30th July 2020 from Cape Canaveral Air Force Station in Florida. Over the next 7 months, the spacecraft traveled an astounding 300 million miles, during which the engineers here at Earth made several corrections to the flight path to ensure that the spacecraft's speed and direction were the best for the arrival at Mars landing site. The spacecraft arrived at Mars on the 18th of February 2021 and soon started its descent on the Martian surface. This was the first time when the entire landing process was being shown near real time, thanks to the Mars Relay Network, which consists of NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, the Mars Atmospheric and Volatile Evolution, MAVEN for short, and of course the NASA's Deep Space Network on Earth. The incredible and awe-inspiring landing was possible due to the record number of cameras that were on board. Amongst the 23 cameras that Perseverance is equipped with, 7 were just used to document the entry, descent, and landing of the spacecraft. This was amazing as this is the first time the landing was being recorded directly from the spacecraft. After a nerve-wracking 7 minutes of incredible technological maneuvers, the rover finally touched down on the surface at the Jezero crater. I for one had goosebumps during the entire landing phase. The site was chosen as scientists believe that the area was once flooded with water and was home to an ancient river delta, perfect for finding signs of ancient microbial life forms. Now for the best part. Perseverance also carries with it a wonderful experimental helicopter called Ingenuity. This is the first time that an attempt will be made to fly something on the Martian atmosphere. This is particularly difficult as the atmosphere in Mars is very thin, which is only about 1% the density of Earth's. Even then, this incredible demonstration will pave the way for all future flight missions on Mars. The first flight will see the helicopter take off a few feet from the ground, hover in the air for about 20 to 30 seconds, and land back on the surface. After that, the team will attempt more and more complex milestones to test the system to its full potential. Imagine, would it not be amazing to have drones and perhaps even planes flying someday on Mars in the distant future? We're still a long way from that, but it's still cool to think about what our great-great-grandchildren will experience and what they will learn about Mars. Going back to Perseverance, amongst many of its sophisticated technologies, it is important to note that the rover is actually being powered by a nuclear thermoelectric generator which is provided by the US Department of Energy. It uses the heat from the radiation to generate about 110 watts of electricity. Not bad at all. The rover also comes with MOXIE, which is an experiment to demonstrate that oxygen can be produced from the carbon dioxide-rich Martian atmosphere, paving the way for future explorers to use it as propellant and even for breathing. If you're a fan of Sherlock Holmes, you'll also find it amusing that one of their cameras is actually called Sherlock, which is assisted by a secondary color camera called Watson. Combined, Sherlock and Watson's main job is to fine-scale detection of minerals, organic molecules, and potential biosignatures on the surface. It seems that the game is truly afoot. In terms of the operations, the rover's job, in short, is to find, collect, seal, carry, and cache the samples that it discovers. This is to ensure that future missions could potentially retrieve and return these samples back to Earth. Well done for making it this far. Make sure to click the subscribe button if you haven't already to stay up to date from Outer Spark. Now back to the video. The duration of the entire mission is suspected to last for at least 1 Martian year, which is about 2 Earth years, and is approximately costing NASA an incredible $2.4 billion to build, launch, and operate this sophisticated robot. But why go through all that trouble? Why spend so much money, resources, and brain power into exploring a planet so far away? Why not spend that money solving problems on Earth like hunger, climate change, and equality? Firstly, it is purely to increase our chances of survival as a species. Remember what happened to the dinosaurs around 66 million years ago? If we don't want history to repeat itself, we have to be very vigilant and prepare for the future. Around 1,500 near-Earth objects are identified every year, most of which are completely harmless. However, with our current technology, we end up detecting them almost always too late. As time passes by, the probability of one of them hitting our planet increases drastically. We as a species can increase our chances of survival by establishing colonies on Mars and the Moon so that the human civilization can have a chance within the cosmos. Secondly, every time we stare at the vastness of space and see billions of stars, planets, and galaxies, we can't help but wonder, are we alone in this universe? This fundamental question has led to the exploration of Mars, as it is believed that the planet once had liquid water on the surface, which is a key indication of life, at least here on Earth. The planet also sits in the Goldilocks zone, which is the habitable region from the Sun where the water can exist in its liquid form. Answering the question means that we can understand what it takes for life to exist, not just here on Earth, but also on other planets too. Who knows, maybe someday when we have discovered faraway planets with liquid water and have developed faster than light travel, we may one day call one of those planets our home. So there you have it, folks, the Mars 2020 mission in a nutshell, and why is it so important for the future of humanity. Do you think that there is life out there in the vastness of cosmos and on Mars? Let us know in the comments below. We would really appreciate if you like, subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with the latest videos from outer space. And with that said, see you next time.